This is part two, and this is the second and final part of this, the two videos I'm making now. This Dr. Umar Johnson stripper scandal and hating Negroes. Want to send a shout out to my comrades, brother 44 and Tunji Leaguebud, putting in that conscious work out there. There's nothing wrong with it at all. I just need to send that out so that they can hear the voice that makes all those controversial and bomb-ass comments on YouTube and different social media. So my open message, I'm going to actually start with the stripper first. I'm going to start with her. I was going to Dr. Umar. No, I'm going to just do the bad and the ugly first, and then we'll deal with the good last. But basically, my open message to you, I'm going to say just what I said last night, made a comment. I'm just going to repeat that comment, paraphrase that comment, man. Kymn, you're a piece of shit. That's all it is to it. I mean, I listened to you on the Advice show last night, and I'm glad that I waited to make this part two. Because, you know, there's always two sides to a story, family. There's always two sides. It's two people or more involved, but if it's more people, you have to hear all the sides, really. But when we first heard about this crap, you know, I'm like, okay, some little bitch got their little feelings hurt, and they felt like the only way to rectify the situation was to put personal business out on social media. This has nothing to do with I mean, bitch, you ain't got shit. You just shaking ass and titties and shit on a pole at in some building, man. We know what the fucking strip joint is about. People don't know what bitch, get the fuck out of here, you fucking cunt. Just a black bitch. I can't stand bitches like you. You fucked the game up for the good strippers, the strippers that know how to keep their fucking mouth closed. You did? So hey, like I said, man, you guys gotta look at the bigger picture here, man. And what is the bigger picture? The bigger picture is the fact that black boys have all of this against us. Against them, against black men, whatever you want to call it. And for you to do this at such a time when this man has gained great momentum, it makes you a piece of shit. Like, what purpose did you have? I heard what your reasons was, but look, bitch, just a piece of shit. That's all I got to say. And you're old. You older than me. I thought I was old. I'm 43. I thought I was old as shit. Black ass bitch. That's all I got to say on your bitch ass. I'll probably write some more comments in the comment section, and I'll put the link up to the Advice show. And I give props out to my man that hosts that show, because he really had a lot on his plate that night with old Kymn, and he did a great job of moderating. All right, so let's get to the next part of this video. I'm gonna go straight in with the doctor, and this is somebody, like I said, I hope he bounces back from this, which he will. It'll make him stronger. He'll be on his P's and Q's. I noticed that San Antonio event, the place where it was to be held was undisclosed, and it rightfully so. But Dr. Umar, there's like maybe like 2 or 3 things that you did wrong. Definitely 2 things, and I'll touch on those right now. Point number 1, and this is the biggest point out of all of those points in my open message to you, sir. I'm talking to you now, and hopefully we will. Well, ain't no hopefully, we will meet in person, and perhaps one day I can get an interview with you. But the number 1 thing that you did wrong was putting your sexual business out in the street on that Roland Martin show. I listened to that broadcast in its entirety, and I understand some people felt like even when he said I'm celibate and then went on to not be celibate, I can understand their point of view when they say that. Even a woman on the Advice show was like, hey, I'm celibate. And a lot of women, especially black women, they take breaks from fucking. That's just how it is. They do it before we do. And she had much sincerity in her voice when she said, hey, I'm celibate, Kym. But hey, that could end tonight. See, you Negroes, you hating Negroes, you fucking coon bastards. And some of y'all, I actually like y'all, man. Some of y'all, I actually say, hey, they put in good work out here, man, on YouTube and out here in the community. But at the same time, you're acting like a bunch of wild jackasses, man. Just some clowns. Almost some girl faggot homosexual shit. You fuckhead bitches. Get your act together, man. Get your act together, black women. Like you motherfuckers are celibate. Bitch, please. Oh, I hope I don't get shitted on all these fucking birds. It look like the birds and shit from Alfred Hitchcock. Please don't shit on my head. I just got out the shower, goddammit. That really was a good shot on them, but they had kind of spread it out when they heard me. But never put your sexual business out on the street, man. Cause see, that's one of the biggest things they're trying to use against Dr. Umar. And trying to use against you, sir, is that you put your sexual business out there so that when a ratchet black piece of shit maggot like Kym comes along, the conscious stripper comes along with her aging ass. Now let me add aging black ass out there. That sounds better. You now are held accountable because these brainless Negroes out here, like the one you talked to on the one radio show, on the one lady's radio show. I'm gonna put her link in too. That was a fire ass show. It's a sister that had Dr. Umar on. It was him and a representative of the NAACP in Tennessee. They had a nice little debate about the NAACP, and so Negroes like him are gonna make you a leader, or similar Negroes to him. Oh, he's our leader. And I told you in part 1 of this video series who the leader was, who the real leader is. If you translate who I said the real leader is and apply it to yourself, you will know what I'm talking about. But never put your sexual business out in the street. I'm single, and that's all you bastards need to know. And anybody that has spoken against him, especially you fucking Negro men, not all of you, because some of y'all, a lot of you guys understand what's going on. And there's a lot of brothers out there that's showing support after this, and I appreciate that from them brothers, man. But I had to point that out about putting your sexual business out in the street. Just say I'm single. If you're married, and don't want nobody to know you're married, you put the game in just like you would if you're single. Especially when you're single and you're working on big projects like what you're working on. Okay? So don't do that no more, Doc. And this leads me to number 2, brother. When I do finally catch up with your ass, pay my money, I don't care if it's $5, I don't care if it's 99 cents to come see you speak, don't make me get up out of my seat for some of these wenches that come to your lectures like Kymn. Fucking just, don't ask me to get up out of my seat. Oh, come on now, guys, come on. These queens need a seat. Everybody's not a queen, Doc. You gotta cut that shit out too. Every black woman is not a queen. You think ghetto gaggers, you think them bitches slobbing and swallowing vomit and the white man's cum and gargling in that shit, you think they queens? Hell the fuck no. They ain't even falling queens. They know what the fuck they doing. And these rat-head bitches ain't no different. Gotta learn how to just separate the wheat and the chaff. And that was for some of you spooky ass niggas that read and believe in the Bible. You must separate the wheat and the chaff. That's right. Everybody is not a queen. Everybody's not a king. Half of these Negroes ain't even pawns. They below pawns. A pawn got a better chance of succeeding than some of these fucking Negroes around here. Especially here. Especially here. You see the backdrop in the background. Know where the fuck I'm standing at. Shout out to Schoolcraft and Myers, motherfuckers. Everybody's not a queen, sir. And therefore, when I pay to come to your event, stop acting all cool and I'm just this perfect gentleman. Like the lesbian chick. She ain't even 100% black. She's mulatto. Now that's another argument. I would have to do a whole video on that because I did a research paper on that particular subject. You calling her a queen and she's steady fucking trying to fuck over your ass. But you handled your business that day. Don't get it twisted down there in Kansas City. You handled your business against that light-skinned bitch. Because that's exactly what she is. If she's a lesbian and a motherfucking, she's a lesbian plus she is a feminist. Or call herself a black feminist. Well, she's a half black feminist. She's a half white feminist. Goes both ways. She a bitch too. She won too. She ain't no queen, dude. And you need to stop making these brothers that's paying their fucking money to you to stop asking them to get up out of their seat. Because I know I ain't getting up out of mine. Fuck you. I paid whatever I paid to come see you. And support you, dude. And the thanks that I get coming to one of your lectures at the beginning at least. Oh, it's so many women. Why don't they bring their fucking black asses a little earlier then? Get their kids ready for daycare or for the babysitter a little earlier so that they can get a seat without you having to ask for them. But if they come late, don't ask me to get up because I did what I had to do to be there on time. And if I'm late and there's standing room only, I'm not gonna ask nobody, can I sit down? Even if I was injured, I would leave that up to y'all. I can see if it was a handicapped person or something. And then a lot of them say they don't want excuses for their life. So shit, the same rule might apply to them. Only thing I would say is, like I said, man, everybody's not a queen. Stop asking these brothers that's supporting you or trying to support you, or even if they just ages themselves. If they get there on time, don't ask me to get up for some of these heifers. Some of them are queens, but hey, if they a true queen, they gonna be there on time. And you won't even have to ask. See, that's part of your little game. And you need to clean it up, man, because it's fucking you over, dude. I be going through some of these comments and shit, and you know, now that this black piece of shit that set your ass up, you know what I'm saying? So I've covered those two main points. Well, one main point, one sub point. The first one very important, and this goes to everybody. Stop putting your sexual goddamn business out in the street. Because that's really what, see, if you wouldn't have said, you know, and it, you know, if you heard the way the brother said, I'm celibate, you know, it was kind of like he was, almost like he was joking in a way. He was serious, but, you know, he had that little pleasure in his voice when he said it, so it doesn't matter if he was joking, he was serious. Because I've heard him say it before that he was celibate. So you got to stop doing that, man. You don't have to be celibate to be an organizer. I'm going to call it for what it is. Because I already said in part one what's up with black leadership. All right, man. I'm getting ready to sign off. I got that out my system. And I'm going to make one or two more videos, but it won't be necessarily on the so-called scandal between Dr. Umar Johnson and the conscious stripper known as Kymn. I was talking about Negros earlier and how some of y'all acting like little girls, little homosexual bitches. Like I got on my thumb tab on the first video. You acted like that nigga in the far right corner. So in my next video, we're gonna put everything into perspective and show you what's really going on with this brother. This is Blackbird Mark 7 signing off. And Black Pan-African Power, you fuckhead bitches.